going on, beautiful souls? It's Guru, aka Shaman Blanco. Thanks so much for joining me once again in my mystifying dojo. Today, I want to talk about chewing gum. Personally, I'm a big gum chewer, just like how I'm sure many of you out there are too. Well, I've got some good news and I've got some bad news for you guys. Stay tuned as I break down the pros of gum chewing, as well as shed some light on the untold hazardous cons that come along with gum chewing. Lots of information coming your way, so open up your eyes, your ears, and your hearts. Much love, much hugs. Gum has lots of uses. It can cure bad breath, curb your appetite, and help alleviate stress. Gum manufacturers often claim gum can also strengthen teeth, whiten teeth, and help fight cavities. Chewing gum stimulates the premotor cortex in the brain, which contributes to body movement and reaction. A team of scientists in Japan discovered that chewing gum improves human reaction time by 7%, or about 36 milliseconds, which is the difference when making a split decision. The study found that 8 areas of the brain were stimulated by the chewing motion, including areas known for increasing attentiveness. In addition, chewing gum increases the flow of oxygen to regions of the brain that are responsible for focused attention. In a 2013 study, scientists from the Center for Occupational and Health Psychology at Cardiff University in Wales found that chewing gum increased alertness. Gum chewing not only provides quicker reactions, but it also produces more accurate results when working on problems. Scientists found that due to brain stimulation, intellectual performance was improved when participants chewed gum. The results indicate that chewing gum helps people focus on tasks that occur over a longer amount of time. With all those aforementioned health benefits associated with chewing gum, it seems like a no-brainer to pop a piece in and get some work done. But unfortunately, many of the common chewing gum companies out there add some pretty sketchy and seemingly hazardous ingredients into their gum products. Household gum companies like Eclipse, Extra, Orbit, Juicy Fruit, and even Hubba Bubba, among many others, contain some very nasty and physically detrimental ingredients. According to realpharmacy.com, 85% of chewing gum contains aspartame. The dangers of aspartame poisoning have been a well-guarded secret since the 1980s. The research and history of aspartame is conclusive as a cause of illness and toxic reactions in the human body. Aspartame is a dangerous chemical food additive, and its use during pregnancy and by children is a terrible tragedy. Why haven't you heard about aspartame poisoning before? Partly because the diet industry is worth trillions of dollars to corporations, and they want to protect their profits by keeping the truth about aspartame's dangers hidden from the public. Monsanto, the creator of aspartame, knows all about its dangers, but they fund the American Diabetics Association, the Conference of the American College of Physicians, and Congress. Many bills that have attempted to warn people about the dangers of aspartame have been killed off by powerful drug and chemical lobbies. Aspartame in gum is absorbed by the buccal mucosa of the mouth, gums, and the tongue. According to research, because aspartame is absorbed this way, it makes aspartame a far worse poisoning than if given or injected intravenously. The aspartame goes directly into the brain by passing the spinal cord and the blood-brain barrier when it is absorbed in the mouth. When aspartame is ingested into the digestive tract, it breaks down into numerous other poisons. The smallest amount of aspartame is very dangerous and damaging to the health of the human body. Many common chewing gums out there contain BHT, or butylated hydroxytoluene. BHT is not a listed carcinogen, but some data has shown that it does cause cancer in animals. Rats fed BHT have developed lung and liver tumors. BHT has also been shown to cause developmental effects and thyroid changes in animals, suggesting that it may be able to disrupt endocrine signaling. A neurobehavioral study of rats exposed to BHT throughout development described effects on motor skills and coordination before the animals were weaned. Although BHT is not a listed carcinogen, the data shows that it does cause cancer in animals. I don't think we should be chewing anything containing this crap. Lots of gum out there contains xylitol, a sugar alcohol which is a low digestible carbohydrate. Recently gaining ground in many health circles because of the claim that sugar alcohols are natural, xylitol is actually a derivative of xylose, a crystalline aldose sugar that is not digestible. Xylose, not xylitol, is naturally found and is mostly obtained from birch bark. Studies have found that single-stomached animals are unable to properly metabolize xylose. People who eat foods with xylose tend to experience digestive issues like gas, bloating, and diarrhea, and liver evaluation suggests that xylose gets stored in the body. Currently, most xylitol is produced by hydrogenating xylose, a chemical process that treats a compound with hydrogen, usually with a catalyst such as nickel. There are two major problems with this process. First, the fact that xylitol is hydrogenated should raise some concerns because hydrogenated foods are known to cause Alzheimer's disease, behavioral irritability and aggression, cancer, diabetes, obesity, liver dysfunction, and major depressive disorder. Secondly, nickel is a known toxin that has been linked to asthma attacks, cancer, dermatitis, hand eczema, indigestion, kidney problems, and lung disorders. Being someone who loves chewing gum, but hates the unnecessary ingredients that most gum contains, I started looking around for a gum without all the dangerous foolishness in it. I ended up stumbling upon Simply Gum. This awesome company makes gum without artificial substances such as plastic, aspartame, and BHT. Actually, all their gum contains is a natural chicle base, organic raw cane sugar, organic vegetable glycerin, organic rice flour, and natural flavors. Go ahead and compare that to the ingredients in Trident or Orbit gum. Man, it's ridiculous. Simply Gum is clearly the smarter move. They might look a little funky, but they're actually pretty tasty and retain their flavor relatively well. One of my boys, Timmy the Neck, shout out to Timmy the Neck, said they look like some pellets you'd give a goat at a petting zoo, which is actually hilariously accurate. Here, let me break some out for you guys. So, I don't know if you guys see that, but they kind of look like little brown pellets, you know, put a quarter in, twist it, and, you got some goat food, some goat pellets. But guys, despite the weird look, they're very tasty, and Simply Gum has some really great flavor, and I've been exclusively chewing this gum for a couple months now. Alright guys, I got this pack of Simply Gum at Target. That's actually where I found this gum brand initially and where I've been buying this gum from. The fact that it's in Target means it's a pretty popular brand, so if you can't find it, go ahead and check out their website. They got a bunch of flavors on there, and they also make mints. So guys, definitely try this gum. If you're a gum chewer, totally worthwhile to check out this brand and give it a chew. As many of you may know, there is a very sinister agenda out there to make us weak, sickly slaves to the system. I know this sounds like I'm being a paranoid downer, but what I'm telling you is true. Sadly, very few food, beverage, and supplements are untouched by this agenda. Almost every big brand out there contains some very shady ingredients in their products, or the packaging of their products. Even something as harmless as a piece of gum is chock full of toxins these days. Notorious shill Bill Gates once said, "The problem is that population is growing the fastest where people are less able to deal with it." So it's in the very poorest places that you're going to have a tripling in population by 2050. And we've got to make sure that we help out with the tools now so they don't have an impossible situation later. What are these tools to control the population he speaks of? CNN founder and psychopath Ted Turner was quoted as saying, "A total world population of 250 to 300 million people, a 95% decline from present levels, would be ideal." My name's Guru, aka White Shaman, aka Natty Boo Boo, aka Gooeyville Slugger, aka The Heated Blanket, aka Skip to My Goo, aka Sham Wow. And as a top tier stretchiologist, a decorated gu-tritionist, and a first team all shaman wellness savant, I absolutely recommend picking up a pack of Simply Gum if you like chomping on some gum during your daily grind, but don't like the thought of chewing on the toxic waste. Thanks again for coming down to my vibey dojito for this extensive vibe sesh. It's always great having you down, and as always, if it's not love, it's fear. and I created this video and the rest of my channel out of love. So show me some back by subscribing and sharing my content. Let me know your thoughts about chewing gum or your thoughts about anything else. So write me a comment or write me a poem and I'll write you one back. Thanks. Peace.